Hello, hello, and welcome to Play This at My Funeral. I'm your host, Dina Susan Alabade. I am so excited to welcome you to our little enclave that is one part morbid curiosity and deep existential discussions, and a whole other part that's all about uplifting music recommendations, community building, and sharing in some amazing guests' company. Each episode features a fireside conversation with a guest who is going to tell us all about how they want to be celebrated when they're gone. And within each discussion, you're going to get music recommendations, hear about some incredible, poignant moments in our incredible guests' lives. Without further ado, let's get on with the show. Hello, hello, Laura, Tita Laura. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dean Dean. So happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. I'm going to introduce you to our audience. For those of you who don't know who this is my dear friend and beautiful soul, Laura Noelle Cancio Padilla.
Nailed it.
And, well, there's so much more to say about you. Laura is a marketing leader by day. That's actually how we met. We worked together at Brandwatch, and we lived in Jersey City a couple of blocks apart. And 2016 was a beautiful year that brought us together. But Laura is also a singer-songwriter and a musician through and through. You play guitar and piano and have the voice of an angel.
Oh, thank you.
First things first, I think I want to give you an award. You have earned the honor of being the most meticulously curated guest in the show's history, which is, all of season 1. You took 4 months to curate this playlist, and you said that you agonized over it. Why was it so agonizing?
Well, the prompt is very difficult. Can we just acknowledge that? Like, you gotta think about your own death. And then, conversely, your life, right? And all of that. But also, I feel like I'm the type of person that really cares about music. Like, it is very deeply ingrained in who I am as a person and how I experience the world, how I move through my life. It is very much a part of me. And so having to put this together with the premise, I love the premise. I think it's fantastic. And it was a I think now I think it's fun, but true to any true to any sort of creative process, you go through a phase where it's like, oh yeah, this concept is fun, this concept is cool, and then you're like, wow, this sucks and I hate it and I hate everything about it. Like, who am I? What is this? This is so dumb. Like, this seems crazy, right? Any creative process goes through that, right? And
Yes.
this is that's just part of the creative birthing process. And so I had to go through that. And every time I thought about it, it was based on my moods or based on my life. And then I had to figure out the story and the structure and all of those things. I don't know. I really just wanted it to represent me because again, music is such an integral part of my life. And then the last thing I'll say is I'm the type of person that really prides themselves on their musical taste and the playlist making. When in high school, I would make mix CDs for my friends for their birthdays, for holidays, for whomever, all the time. I was always making mix CDs. And I spent a lot of time on, downloading things on LimeWire and Winamp and doing all the things.
Oh my God.
And also meticulously listening to the beginning and end of each track to understand the flow and fit it all onto one CD, right? There were so many editorial choices that went into that. And so this was just
sure.
And then, with the advent of streaming, it's just no one does this anymore. It's just add it to a playlist, let the algorithm tell you, put it on shuffle. I hate that actually. So this is a fun exercise in revisiting that. And then also Have you ever seen the movie or read the book or the TV show High Fidelity?
I've seen the movie, but I haven't read the book. I read another one of his books, but
Nick Hornby, yeah. He's great,
the
great writer.
movie,
Yeah.
great writer. The movie is so good.
Yeah. No, so like, I mean, is Nicholas Hornby captures this kind of like painstaking detail of like being an audiophile really perfectly. And like the fact that he made 3 separate like mediums, like it was a book first and then it was a movie. And then decades later, it was a TV show with Zoe Kravitz as the main, like
I did not know
chef's
that.
kiss. No,
Oh, I
you should
wanna
watch it. It's
watch
on,
that.
I
I
think
wanna
it's on
watch
Hulu
it.
or something.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
only 1 season, tragically, but it's so good. It's so good. But in any case, like, you know, the main character's name is Rob, and he also, like, the movie starts out with him talking about, like, there's an art and a craft to,
Yeah.
you know, making, you're using someone else's words to convey how you feel. So, like, what is that, right? And then, like, layer on the fact that we're talking about death and life, and it's like, okay, this is a lot. So that was my very long-winded answer of, like, why it took me 4 months, and, like, I had to, like, put it down. I had to, like, stop and then come back to it, and then, like, weeks and weeks would go by, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I gotta do something about this," and then finally, I was just like, "I'm gonna work on it," and, you know, in the final throes of things, I was like, I cannot think about this anymore. I just have to send it." I did shift it a little bit after I sent it to you, but like
Oh, I
one
love that.
one song here, and then also we can get into this later, but the wild
Mm,
cards, of course.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
So,
Well,
yeah.
Laura, you're my favorite kind of guest, which is someone who is deeply obsessed with music and someone who loves to think very existentially about life. I mean, this is the whole reason we are here. All right, let's get into it. First things first, do you have any specifications about how you want your passing to be celebrated or acknowledged?
You know, I didn't really think about that part. I was just so focused on the music.
On the music.
No, I want all of my friends and enemies to be there. I'm just kidding. I don't know
Ooh.
who are my enemies. Well, actually, I haven't. Whatever, it's
Okay, you
fine.
know what? That
Tea.
line, I want all my friends and enemies at my funeral. Ah, love it. Put it on the gravestone.
But that's about it. And I want it to be like a nice time. Um, which is a weird thing to say, actually.
No, I mean, I'm the same way. I want it to be like part dance party for myself. Everyone must wear lavender or purple.
Yes, you have
And
requirements, which
yeah,
I
I have
love.
requirements. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for everyone else. So your playlist clocks in at a really tight 1 hour and 49 minutes. Was that deliberate, like trying to keep it under 2 hours, or that's just how the chips fell?
That's just how the chips fell.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You also alluded to wild cards. So our friend Laura here made a second funeral playlist called Funeral Wild Cards, which honestly, love it. Brilliant. What's the criteria for the songs to be on the wild cards list, but not on your core 25-ish songs?
Yeah. So the process of like putting this together, I was like, I have to figure out what the story is. Is there a thread that goes through all of this beyond like I like this song or I vibed with this song or like I have a memory of this song? But you know, in putting it together, when I first like came up with the story, it was basically just like chapters of my life. So like to like give me some sort of framework because again, when you had initially said like what it, you know, what the premise of this place of this podcast is, I was like I need something to cling on to be able to like then start piecing things together. So my initial outline was like, okay, let's just chapters of my life, like early childhood, elementary, like grade school,
Yeah.
middle school, high school, college, post college, like early professional life, meeting my husband, being with my friends and my family and like my life now and whatever. And so like it kind of it started out that way. And like a lot of the songs from like my early childhood were just from a genre perspective, they and like a feel and a vibe perspective, they just like didn't fit. But I didn't want to exclude them because they do
Okay.
mean something to me. And so like
Yeah.
that's why they just like feel very random. And I feel like if I were to, you know, this playlist is meant to be played in succession. It's not meant to be random. It's in order. And I again, like, I spend a lot of time and I pride myself on like doing that. And so because there's a specific order, because there's a specific like flow of emotions that I want to happen, these other songs on the wildcard playlist were just like, man, this song is so good and like I have good memories of it, but it just doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Like where are we gonna put Do You Miss Me by Jocelyn, what's her name? Jocelyn Enriquez. Do You Miss Me, right?
Do you miss me? Do you miss?
Because like on one hand, right? Do You Miss Me is on the nose from like a lyric perspective, very on the nose. Right?
Love it.
So I was like, okay, we should do this, right? But then like it is such a like 90s 103.5 KTU dance bop, you know the radio station, like that was the vibe. And like very specific memories of like me in my early childhood with my brother and my cousin Kathy. And like we would be driving, my dad would be driving us to my brother's basketball games, and we would just be like super pumped up and like, the radio plays our favorite song, and it's what keeps me holding on.
Oh God, and sonically, that song is so 90s. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like perfectly encapsulates that, right? But like, I just didn't like. If you listen to like my actual funeral playlist, it's very like
there's a vibe.
There's a vibe to it, and so like it just didn't clash. But like I couldn't not have that represented somewhere because it is still a really big part and influence, like core memory basically of my life. So I wanted to include it.
I love it. And you know what? And now you have a playlist of all of these songs that fit in this specific criteria that remind you of your childhood. So you can listen to it whenever you want.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of the exercise. It's like you can enjoy it now. So you're a super musical person. We've established this. What's your favorite song to play on the piano, play on the guitar, and sing? Do you have one for each, the same song, no matter what instrument you're using?
Oh, man. I feel like it changes with the vibe and the season and also like what music I'm listening to currently and then like what I fall back to. But I feel like on guitar, I always gravitate to playing, what is it called? It's a song by Corinne Bailey Rae. I Do It All Again. It's from her 2010 album, The Sea. If you've never listened to it, it is so gorgeous, but it's also really, most of the songs that I like to play and sing in any given medium are basically like really beautiful, really sad songs.
Oh, so. I love sad songs. You've come to the right place. I mean, sad songs or sad girl music is my favorite music.
Yeah, I have another playlist called "What's the Prettiest Song You've Ever Heard," which could be an entirely separate, podcast, right? That playlist for me is like, I don't know, roughly like 15 hours at this point. Like it's really big because I just like every time I hear something really beautiful, I just like have to put it on there. But if I had to categorize it from an emotional standpoint, like the overlap, the Venn diagram is like 85% is like horribly depressing.
Oh, yes. Are you willing to share that playlist with our listeners? Because I know that I want to listen to it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
I love it.
We'll put it in the show notes. We'll put it in the show notes.
Just make sure that you're like in the mood to like, I would say if you want to listen to it, go on a really nice, like it's fall right now. So like nice, like crispy walk and you're by yourself and you have your headphones on and you're just not like, just let yourself experience the music. That playlist you can shuffle because it's all beautiful. It's like just, kind of dumping ground for all of my prettiest songs. But anyways, back to the original question. That song on guitar for sure. On piano, that one, it depends on like what I've learned recently. I recently just saw Maybe Happy Ending, which is a Broadway show.
Oh.
I think it just won Best Musical actually. There's a couple of songs on there and like they're kind of like harder to play on piano, but like I love I love trying to figure out music on piano, like trying to play things by ear because I think it's just like exercising a part of my brain
Yeah.
that I need. So it really just like depends on like the mood and like the things that I'm listening to currently. And then singing wise, I love to sing a lot of Lianne Havas. I actually included one of her songs
Yeah.
on the playlist, but her voice is just like incredible. Yeah, I just love to sit like her song Bittersweet is really fun to sing. It's a hard song to sing, but because she just sings from here and it's very
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and sometimes
You
you need
have
that. So
you have the song I had never heard of Lianne Havas, and you have the song Courage by her on here. And so, first of all, we love getting to know new music. But yeah,
so good.
her voice is like
Her
unlike
voice,
anything I've ever heard.
her voice,
And
and
like
her guitar playing.
the
Yeah,
guitar,
it's incredible.
it's it's like the strumming is like a friend is next to you, just jamming out and setting such a vibe. And I feel like this really encompasses the vibe of your playlist, which is just so soothing and sultry and warm. It's like a warm embrace. I love that your funeral playlist has such a specific, distinct sound. It's incredible.
Yeah, I feel like I
Seriously,
tried to like.
it sounds like you. It sounds like you. It's like bridging together emo pop punk, right? Is that what
Mhm.
you would call the
Yes.
Paramores of the
Yeah,
world?
yeah, yeah.
But also like these R&B vibes and really deep lyrics that are so soulful and existential and like pretty sad in a pretty way. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
loved it.
Exactly. And I think that like I mean those would be like the two main genres that I think I gravitate to obviously like and when people say like, "Well, what's your favorite music?" I'm like, I have two camps. It's emo or it's R&B. And at the base of it all is just
It's
like
so good.
people with a lot of feelings. That's it. It's just like if
Yeah.
you have a lot of
Yeah.
feelings and you feel it through the music, then I like it. And like that's basically it. And so like sonically though, that can come off as aggressive. Like I have Thursday on there, which is like one of, you know, like post-hardcore emo,
Oh
screamo,
yeah.
whatever,
I
however
was
you want
like,
to like.
whoa, with the
Yeah. I mean, that
screamo.
was they've been one of my favorite bands since I was 12 years old. And like
Which is like
um
so good. And you have like
and yeah.
Incubus and oh,
Yeah, Incubus. Yeah, like that
so good.
album. I remember I got Incubus Morning View as a birthday present when I was 13 and like the physical CD Morning View and I was like,
Ugh.
this music is so good. And the song Echo is on there and Brandon Boyd's voice first of all is just like
Oh yeah.
oof, sing to me. But also you know,
Sing to me, Paolo.
yeah, like the beginning lyrics are so beautiful because it's how it was my idea of how I wanted someone externally to view me when they were falling in love with me.
Oh.
Because
Fall in love with Laura when you listen to
like
Incubus
the
Echo.
song opens up with like first of all like vibey, right? You
Vibey,
know?
like we're in a car, we're in California. We don't
Totally.
know where we're going. We're just like driving. It's a vibe and we're 19. And
Yes.
I don't know
Like
what's gonna happen tonight. Who
yeah.
knows?
The first couple lines are like there's something about the look in your eyes, just like so beautiful. And like I'm trying to remember the specific lyrics,
It's
but
fine.
it's
I'd
fine.
never heard of this song before.
Yeah.
I only know their biggest hits, and this was a really
Yeah.
nice discovery.
Yeah. I also like had the pleasure of seeing them play this live for the first time because they've been touring the anniversary of this album for the past like year-ish. And so I finally over the summer got to see them live play it and my like head exploded. I started crying. I
Oh.
was like, who am
Oh.
I? No, because like it was just like, wow, my 13-year-old self is so happy right now to be seeing this live. And like these are like some of my favorite songs ever. And like they still sounded incredible. And I was like, they still got it. It's great. I love it.
Is that your favorite music memory? Because I do wanna ask you what your favorite music memory, knowing that you might have 100 answers, so do you think
I
you could
have
pick one?
so many.
Okay,
I have so
pick one,
many.
pick one.
Okay, I'm gonna pick two.
Okay, I'll
Um,
take it. I'll take it.
one is in 2003. There was a
Oh,
yeah. There was a music festival here in Asbury Park. So I live in Asbury Park. It's like birthplace of music in New Jersey. Like
so cool.
I love it so much.
Such a
There
great
used to
music
be
scene.
yeah, there used to be like a giant music festival called Skate and Surf. Even like my brothers played it. Like it's like a mixture of like big bands and local bands and whatever. It's like a 2-day festival, and it was held in the convention hall. And like all of my favorite bands were there. Like Thursday, Taking Back Sunday, all of these really prolific emo bands
Oh,
at like the
yeah.
height of when all of their best music came out. And so that's like etched into my brain as like
Oh.
a core memory of a full day. Like, and this was like before cell phones, before anything. And like my dad just like
You
drop
were
us
like
off.
a young
Yeah, I
teen,
went I
a
went with my
preteen.
brother. Yeah, I was in like
You were
8th grade
young.
basically, which is so insane. Like, so anyways, Skate and Surf 2003, favorite memory, one. And then there's this band actually on the playlist too called Explosions in the Sky.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah, they're very like post alt rock experimental, and like they do a lot of like cinematic stuff. They're famously known for doing the soundtrack to Friday Night Lights. So,
Oh, I didn't know
the
that.
show and also the movie, and like they've done a lot of other like cinematography, basically movie soundtracks. I saw them in Central Park in 2009, and
Nice.
it was when me and Perry had just met.
Oh,
And like
God, you guys have been
it was
together
in
forever.
yeah, for such a long time.
You've been together forever.
Yeah, we had just met, and we were like, I was like, I'm gonna go to this show, like let's go. And so like we went to Central Park, and like it was like downpouring,
Of
and like because
course.
it was a summer storm, but then like the kind of
Romance.
clouds like kind of cleared up right as like the band was like crescendoing, and it was like this insane moment of just like I was just plugged into the moment. I have
Oh, yeah,
oh,
plugged in.
okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You were
um,
plugged in.
so yeah, like those, I think those would be probably top two, but I have so many more. Like I
Yeah.
see I see a lot of live music. It's a
Yes,
big
you
part
do.
of my life. I feel like I'm at a show pretty much every week.
Wild,
So yeah.
wild. I love that. That's a beautiful memory. And I think being plugged in is actually such a great way to go through life because everything that's coming out from this show is like, we only have the present, the here and now. Enjoy it. Make these playlists. Think about the people you love, the memories you love, and like get plugged in. Live it. Listen to
Mm,
your playlist. Dance it out. Go see live shows when you can. And Explosions in the Sky, never heard of them before I listened to your playlist, which I've been listening to for like a week and a half straight, closes your playlist with Your Hand in Mine.
yeah.
Why does this song close us out?
Because just feel like if you actually listen to the playlist in a loop, it actually does like connect to the beginning of it a bit. And also like if I imagine that people are listening to this playlist at my funeral and like just in the vibe of it and like remembering me, right? There's no lyrics here. It's all just dancing guitars and crescendos and decrescendos and all these kinds of beautiful musical, like emotionally charged moments. And so I was like, I feel like it's kind of like roll credits, right? And you kind of
Oh,
leave the theater and you're like, wow, that was a beautiful movie. And
oh,
that's how I chose that one.
oh, wow. That's really beautiful. I love that choice. And I was listening to it and I said, this feels like sacred, this music. This song just feels like it's
Well,
so
it's like
beautiful. I
touching at
love it. I love
something
it.
deeper. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like, and I
yeah.
feel like that with music, it is like such a connecting thread. And I also think that it's a way to like relate on a very human level in a way that a lot of other artistic mediums cannot. Like, they all have different, dimensions, right? But for me, music specifically can really cut through to that thing in us, the life.
Well, I disagree. That's why I have a music podcast now. I seriously, like, I think that I'm making this show for people like you and to get to talk to people like you, because music, you don't have to speak the language.
Right.
Even if there are lyrics in English, Arabic, Tagalog, Japanese, whatever, you just have to feel the music and then feel the emotionality behind it, even if there are lyrics. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Actually, speaking of songs that feel sacred, everyone knows and maybe they don't love Death Cab for Cutie, and you have a song on here that I'd not heard from them ever before, Transatlanticism. Like, what even is this song? It's so freaking good. It is 8 minutes of like ache
Feelings.
and crescendo. And what do you want? Oh my God. I was listening to this on a fall walk.
Yep.
2 days ago. And I was like, Laura, did you put this on for me? Because this song is so it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this song.
Transatlanticism, I mean, it's I feel like it's the longing song. Like, that yearning feeling, and I feel like that song is like perfectly encapsulates like the whole several last minute, like the second half of it, which is another song basically in length, is just like Ben Gibbard wailing, "I need you so much closer," and like that little lick also of the guitar that goes banana, banana, like
banana.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
because it stays with you.
It tugs at you, and it's just like this, like kind of like driving, like, oh, I'm building up to something, and I like really wish, right? And so like, I don't know, I just like wanted to include that feeling, and also, with all of these things, right? You hope that when you die, the people that loves you feel that way about you. Like, I need you so much closer. Come on. That's the lyrics for the last 3 minutes of the song, And so
this is the part where we're on the ground wailing and sobbing.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's also so applicable to the yearning of living, which is, I want this thing, person, feeling, accomplishment so badly. I want this to relive this thing so badly. I want to go back to this time, this sliding doors moment. I'm gonna cry. I'm an easy cry, but this
so
song.
Am I, so it's okay.
I know the banana. Oh!
One of the first times I heard that live, I like literally every time. So like, I've seen Death Cab. They've been one of my favorite bands for the last 20 something years now, and I've seen them dozens of times, I would say. And they play that song 99% of the time, and every time I see it though, like that first da-na-na, da-na-na, like I just like, oh, so good. Like I can't like contain myself, because I'm just like on the verge of tears, it's so good.
That song is just so good. And you have so many good selections. Okay. One word. Barbra frickin' Streisand, The Way We Were. So I was listening to your playlist on my fall walk, my fall hot girl walk.
Perfect. And
I was crying because this song is the perfect funeral playlist song.
It truly is. It's like that. So I had gone through so many iterations. I told you I agonized over this playlist. I probably had at the end maybe 6-7 drafts, right?
Laura,
copies and copies and copies. Because like what the process
agonized.
Was, but what ended up happening was there were certain songs that no matter what draft it was staying, and this was one of them. Yeah.
This song is, oh God, it's so good. It is from the movie The Way We Were with Robert Redford and Barbra Streisand, and it is Such a beautiful movie. And then it plays like this iconic role in Sex and the City where they talk about the movie. And it's like, your girl is lovely, Hubble. And then the music comes in. And I mean, this song, she sings Misty Watercolor Memories. And like what it feels like is like you're watching a watercolor painting of your life. Oh, wow. What a choice. So you put it on here. It just had to be on here.
Yeah. Well, the real reason it's on here is because
Tell me.
this is the song that every time my mom sees a piano anywhere, if she sees a piano anywhere, she's playing this song. And so I have so many memories. And I'm going to cry now.
I'm going to cry.
She literally plays this. Like, you know how there's like random pianos in airports and, big, like, whatever. She's always playing this song. She just loves it. And it's just like, so I was like, I have to have this song. This is her song. And then like, I have to pay homage to my mom. And like, this song is such a very core memory. Like the early parts of this playlist are all very core memory. So
I know your mom and I love this. I love this memory.
Yeah.
It's such
and
a
like
beautiful
also just like a
inclusion.
funeral playlist in general, like it belongs there. So it's like multiple purpose, not even dual. It's like it's an excellent song from like lyrical content and feeling and songwriting. But more importantly, it's also just a really important song to me and my family. So
I love that.
yeah.
That's really beautiful. You have another song on here which I think I'm going to add to my list, which is Yesterday by the Beatles, because that song reminds me about my mother. It's super special to me because we listened to it all throughout my childhood.
Yep.
And this song, there are not that many songs that actually plenty of songs make me think of her, but like this song makes me think of her.
Yeah.
And this song is also such an amazing choice. Like it had not crossed my mind. I have not heard it from another guest yet. Yesterday by the Beatles. Talk to me. Why did you include this really special song?
This one's my dad. So like I had to have my mom and then I had to have my dad. And like my dad listened to like two things growing up. It was either like the Beatles or it was anything on Z100 and KTU. Like he just loves pop music, like pop, disco, whatever. Like, but like mainstream pop music, like he's super into. But like the flip side is also like he just had a lot of like Beatles. He had the Beatles compilation, which I took this from, which is like 1962 to 66, right? I remember when I was 10 years old, I got a CD player, a boombox for my birthday, and I didn't have that many CDs, so I would just steal my dad's CDs, and this was one of the CDs. I was like, I need to listen to this, and like we just love this song, and like again, vibe, lyrical content, significance in terms of meaning to me, and also just like it's such a good song.
I loved it. I love your choices for your mom and dad.
Yeah.
Beautiful, excellent, no notes, 10 out of 10. Oh, God, this is so good. You have another song on here by Frou Frou, Let Go. And for those of you who don't know, Imogen Heap is the singer behind this in Frou Frou. And obviously because she has such a distinct voice. But this song is so good. It is from the finest film of all time, The Holiday. And I it's also probably used in a ton of pop culture media. It's just like such a cool song. Tell me about why you included this song on your playlist.
It's actually, so I know it's in The Holiday, but for me, the core memory is it's the end of Garden State, which is one of my favorite movies. And so I was like,
course.
So if you look at like where this is in terms of the section of the playlist, it's kind of like high schoolish. I don't really know how to describe it besides the vibe of it and the fact that I love this song. Just and
describe
the fact that like one of my favorite movies is Garden State.
And you're from New Jersey.
And I'm from New Jersey through and through till I die. It's my favorite place.
I feel like the Garden State soundtrack came out when I was in college. I was about like 18 or 19. And I feel like this introduced me to a different kind of indie music. And like no skips on that, soundtrack.
No skips.
Thievery Thievery Corporation, Lebanese Blonde. That song is so good. David Gray. Oh my God, there's so much good music on here. So for you, you're including it because it's the vibe.
It's mostly the vibe and the memory and like
of that period in time.
That period in time. If I'm looking at the order of the playlist, again, which like I meticulously agonize over, we go from like a few songs before that. It's like Broke Down Parts 1 and 2 by California Honeydrops, which is like a party bop. It's very high energy and it kind of comes out of nowhere. This was a song that was on like my wild card playlist, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna slip it in. We're gonna slip it in. And when you actually see this band live, they play this song for legitimately 20 minutes. Like it's one, they just like play it on loop, like, and it's just such a party. And so like part of it is like there's like this really high energy song, Broke Down, and also like this is a song for my friend Nick. So
Nick Jeremiah, who I'm
Nick Jeremiah,
he's on my list. I want him as a guest.
Yes. Oh, yes. I want to know what's on his playlist too. But for those who don't know, me and Nick have been longtime music collaborators, and we've written a lot of music together. We don't anymore, but we're still like very good friends. But yeah, this song is for him, and like also just is a bop. It's a party. And so like if you think about like what do you want your funeral to be, there has to be like some element of joy, right? Because otherwise like my playlist is depressing as fuck. Oh, sorry, I don't know about
this is an adult program. Feel free to curse. Let your true colors shine through, as Cyndi Lauper would say.
No, but so Broke Down is like very high energy, right? And it's like this party because I want it to be a party. Then we go into Cross Out the Eyes by Thursday, who I already talked about, but like that's a very intense song, like
it was
and energetically there's a lot of it's very high energy.
Yeah.
And then Sweetness by Jimmy Eat World is another
which
one.
Is like
such
a
good song
I'd forgotten about.
Yeah, so anyways, the part of the playlist is high energy, let's sing it, we're gonna like emo scream it, you know? And then there has to be something that kind of transitions you back into a groove. And so like Let Go is kind of a transition song, but like I also wanted to include it, you know? So long roundabout answer to say why I included Let Go. Then we get into Transatlanticism, and then there's an R&B block.
Well,
yeah,
we have to talk about one song, Everything by Mary J. Blige.
Yeah,
because is this song for somebody?
You know, this song isn't. There's two memories tied to it. This whole Mary J. album was like on rotation at my cousin's place, and like we would spend every summer there, like in their pool and like hanging out. And then the other thing is like my brother and his wife, I believe this is one of their wedding songs as well. And so like I wanted to just like this is like, to me it's like a family song. It's a lovey-dovey song, but in my brain I associate it with my family.
Your crew. I mean, I've been on vacation. I've been on vacation with your family, and
yes. So you know.
I love that you dedicated this song to like the cousin crew, the Mahjong crew. I'm like your honorary Arab cousin, which I
100%. You're in.
Which makes me. I mean, it's honestly so special to be a part of your extended family. I love you guys so much. You are the most warm, welcoming, fun people I've ever been around. But you are everything, and everything is you. Like, it's such a beautiful song of like your ride or dies, your family, tribe, chosen family, or otherwise. And I love it. That's a really nice choice. But yeah, to me, Everything by Mary J. Blige is the epitome of 90s R&B. Like, you could not have cherry picked a better song. Girl.
Totally. Yeah.
Killing this game. Killing it. You're
like I had to go through a lot of different saved songs and playlists and favorites lists. I have so many lists, right? And so like I had to comb through every single one and be like, what would I pick from like this specific era of music that I really love to kind of like to ultimately meet the assignment.
Yeah. I have so many things I want to talk to you about. Everything to Nothing by Manchester Orchestra. I was re-listening to this, and I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Can you explain it to me?
Oh.
Like lyrically. I was like, what is wrong with me? I don't get it.
Lyrically, there's mainly the line that I gravitate to is "You mean everything to nobody but me." Like, that's the full
Yeah, okay.
there is a full
Okay.
lyric there. Like, and there's, like, definitely play on words in there. I don't fully know the context behind it, but that specific lyric of "You mean everything to nobody but me." That's how the song ends, right before it goes into this, like, really driving thing. And, this was one of mine and Perry's, like, Perry introduced me to Manchester Orchestra, and it was, like, it was one of the first, like, text message interactions that we
Oh,
ever had. He just, like, sent me Manchester Orchestra, and I was like,
when you
"What
were
is this?"
children.
Yes, when we were literally I was 20 when I met him. And, he was like, "Manchester Orchestra," and I was like, What is this? I don't know what you're talking about." He was like, "Oh, it's a really good band, you should listen to it." And, like, it was when this album came out. And so, like, they're a band that every time they tour, every time they come through, like, me and Perry are, like, there. They
Yeah.
actually opened for Incubus, um,
Oh,
this summer,
at
and
that
so, like
show that you
yeah,
saw?
so, like, we both got to see our favorite band, and then we got to see Incubus, and it was like, oh,
That's
such an
amazing.
incredible show, like, top to
Best
bottom, no
music
notes.
memory.
That yeah,
Best
oh, and
music
another
memory.
add it to the list. I have, like, 1,000 best music memories with Perry. So,
I love
anyways,
it.
"Everything to Nothing" by Manchester Orchestra is one of many
It's
songs that are
it's a
on here
thinker.
because of Perry. So,
It's a thinker.
yeah,
Anyway, let's
yeah.
get back on track, which is going to make me bring up Jack Garratt, an artist I don't know from Adam, and you have a song on here
Surprise
called
yourself.
"Surprise Yourself," and this, oh my god, like his sound, like what do you even call his genre?
In electronic indie? I don't really know. So this
Which is
yeah,
cool. I love when
yeah.
people like defy being put into a box. This song is cool as
Ex
all
it's an excellent
hell.
song
Why did you put this song on here?
for a lot of different reasons. One, I love it. I love this song so much. So Jack Garrett's like, he's an artist from the UK. He's one of those guys that, like, literally plays 1,000,000 instruments and, like, does a
Mm,
one-man show kinda thing. I saw
the
him
Damien
perform
Rice of it all.
yeah, I saw him perform this in 2015 at Bowery Ballroom, and it was just him on stage, but he had a whole bunch of, like, instruments around him and loop pedals, and, like, that's how he was able to, like, do all of it, and it was so amazing. But in terms of, like, lyrical content, and this is towards the end of the playlist, and so I was like, what do I want people to leave with, beyond, like, loving and longing and remembering me, right? And, like, our connections and just overall, like, happiness, right? What do you want to leave with? And I feel like lyrically, this song is so beautiful because it's all about, I mean, the title of it is Surprise Yourself.
Mhm.
And it's really
Yeah.
about, like, growth and trying something for the first time. So I'm looking at the lyrics now. It says, "Speak and open up your mind. It's something you should do all the time. Keep exploring, seek and find. You know you might surprise yourself." And it's just, like, this beautiful, like, expansive, like, the sound itself is also very lends itself to the lyrics, is very expansive in this the sonic, quality of it. So that I was like, I have to include this song because it's so beautiful.
I love that you are leaving all of us with a message from beyond the grave. Yeah, you're leaving us with this message of like, never stop seeking, never stop trying to better yourself, know yourself, go after the love you want, go after the life you want. Just like, be more. There's so much more. I love it. Oh, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, and I think, like, I think it, like, kind of touches on pushing yourself creatively, and that can be the scariest thing, is to be like, "I'm gonna try something brand new, and I don't know
Yeah.
if it's gonna be good, I don't know, whatever," but, like, you might surprise yourself, and, like, that like, I want to push that to everyone to be like, keep exploring the creative paths and, like, that life force of creation. I've been very much in that mindset lately, and so I feel like this is as much as a reminder right now to me as it is to everyone in my funeral. So
I mean, Laura, I feel like it's very meta for me right now because I'm trying to
hell
put out
yeah, we're
this
here.
we're here doing this podcast. Okay, last one. You have a Jewel song on here, which I was surprised to see, to be honest. And it's a Jewel song that I had never, ever, ever, ever heard before called Angel. Did you take it
Angel.
off?
It's
Did you
in the
take it
wild
off?
card playlist. It's not in the
Oh
main
my
playlist.
goodness.
Yeah.
We're live curating here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man, it went to the wild cards. Okay,
It did.
that's
go to.
it's your playlist and it's your choice. And I'm just surprised that you had a Jewel song on here. Like, I don't think Jewel and Laura very much.
But that's for Anna. So my older sister Anna was obsessed with Jewel. Like obsessed. I think she was actually, and you can ask her about this later because you're friends with her.
I'm texting her like probably right now. I'm gonna text her. My God.
Yeah, you can ask her. But she was like at the like Jewel MTV taping for like Unplugged or whatever in like 1998 or something.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like I think she like found herself on YouTube and I was like, this is crazy. But
I want to see that video.
Jewel, like my sister was so into Jewel and like the whole like Sarah McLachlan, Lilith Fair, that whole thing, right? She was just all over that.
Tori Amos.
Oh yeah. Love Tori Amos. Love Tori Amos. Incredible. Like very, like Tori Amos walked so that Florence and the Machine could run.
Redhead hot take.
Redhead
hot take. Redheads unite. Both of them are so incredible. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I am full body chills.
Yeah, but that's why Jewel's on there. And like Angel Standing By is also on my, like, it's, prettiest songs ever kind of vibe. Like it's very like floaty and ethereal and, it was very, for a funeral, it's very on the nose. I'm your angel standing by, Here
are my wings.
Here I am. I'm your angel. But yeah, but I had to include Jewel somewhere. Like, I mean, on my the actual playlist and not the wildcard playlist, there are many songs that remind me of my sister specifically. But Jewel, that particular Jewel song, I was like, this can go it was just like a little too on the nose.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But, I mean, it's a great song. It's a great song. And yeah, it's very like random, but it's good.
It's honestly,
it's random, but it's not random,
after hearing this, I was struck by the need to add Jewel's song Hands to my own funeral playlist, which is I feel like this song honestly is imprinted in my mind. I feel like this song overtook the airwaves when it came out. And if I listen to the song, I just cry because if I could tell the world just one thing, it would be we're all okay. And it is so...
And only kindness matters.
And only kindness matters. And like when you hear her singing it, it makes you really feel... It makes you feel one with the rest of the human beings on this earth.
Word. Taps into your humanity. That's how...
Oh
that's
my
any
God.
good song. Any good piece of art taps into your humanity. And like, that's it. So...
Oh my God. And it just reminds me a lot of like how Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers used to say during times of tragedy, always look for the helpers. And I just think that we have lost so much of our humanity, or it's easy to lose our humanity in like working in tech or being on your phone all the time or looking at a screen like we're doing right now. But at least we get to like be in conversation together. But this song and thinking about the helpers and like just relating to each other just feels like, okay, maybe we can make the world okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be okay. I get very existential. Okay.
I mean, that's the whole part of this. That's the whole point, right?
That's the whole point. For real. Okay. You should have a podcast. Everyone should have a podcast.
No. Not everyone should have a podcast.
Okay.
Let's be clear.
Valid.
But this one is great and I love it. I had so much, well, I was going to say I had so much fun curating it. But I honestly like, again, creative process.
It's all
I got to do the thing, right? But like in the end, I'm very proud of like this curation, and also I loved talking to you about it, and it's been so fun. And I hope your listeners also enjoy this playlist too, because it's really good if I do say so myself.
Oh, God, it's so good. In the end, only kindness matters, as Jewel would say.
As Jewel
No,
would say.
your playlist is one that I have been listening to and that I will continue to listen to. Like, it is a standalone, amazing playlist. If you want to have a vibey R&B meets emo walk outside. I mean, it's so good. I love you and I love this playlist, and I'm grateful for you to take some time on this beautiful fall afternoon to chat with me. And oh, we're gonna text Nick right now and get him booked.
That would be
All
so
right.
fun.
I know. Thanks, Laura.
All right, of course.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's our show for today. Thanks for joining us on Play This at My Funeral, where we go really deep and a little morbid, but we keep it upbeat nonetheless. If you like today's episode, please like and subscribe wherever you get your audio fixes, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. Leave us a 5-star review and a comment. Let's get into some conversations. What music did you discover today? You can always get more Play This at My Funeral with the full video podcast episodes on YouTube. Feel free to follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Play This at My Funeral Podcast. And if that's not enough of me, you can subscribe to my Substack newsletter, Write, Dance, Repeat. For more information, you can head to dinasusanalabade.com. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.